So I came up with some protocols that help me be comfortable with being bored, help me be comfortable with just sitting down with my thoughts. It's detached me away from, my phone, technology, social media, and it just helped me build my JOMO. And I call these protocols levels. And I've actually made a video on this before. And if you want to, get the complete details of everything, you can go and watch that video. Check the link in the description. And while I was recording that video, I actually just realized that instead of completing the levels from start to finish, instead of stacking them up, because in the previous video I talked about you have to actually stack the rules of each level as you progress. Level 1, the awakening. Level 2, the commute. Level 3, the wait. Level 4, the safe house. And with each of these levels, there are rules that govern each level, so you have to abide by these rules to actually complete the level or play the game. And if you actually watch the previous video, you'll see that as you progress in each level, the rules stack. As you progress from level 1 to level 2, the rules that were in level 1 will enter level 2, and when you progress from level 2 to level 3, the rules that were in level 2 progress to level 3, so the rules are stacking. But I just figured out, instead of actually doing it that way, you can actually mix and match the levels you want, you can actually mix and match the rules you want. So instead of playing the weights with the rules in level 2 and level 1, you can just play the weights with just the rules in level 3. So the previous one was levels, so I call this one the levels DLC, which is I don't really know what DLC means, but I know it's like continuation or like an extension of a game, something like that, but you get the idea. For example, maybe in level 1, the awakening, the rule there is you can't use your phone until 10 a.m. And to be honest, in my opinion, I feel like this is something that you should just know how to do normally. It shouldn't be something that you should learn, but you can still learn though. I'm not trying to diss you, but if you learn this one, this should be your base attack. This should just be like your identity, that you don't use your phone until 10 a.m. At least you don't use your phone to consume content, you don't use your phone to indulge, you don't use your phone to do anything that's stimulating. So yes, in level 1, since level 1 is just one rule, you can't use your phone until 10 a.m. And then level 2 normally would be stacking. You can't use your phone until 10 a.m. and also you can't use your phone whilst you commute to wherever. Instead of doing it that way, you could just do it separately, and then just when you're commuting, you can't use your phone whilst you commute. Maybe once you're commuting to work or you're commuting to wherever, you can decide not to use your phone and then just play that level 2 the way it is, instead of stacking those two together. But I actually advise that you learn level 1 and let level 1 be like your base attack. Level 1 and level 2 is kind of like my base attack. I don't use my phone whilst I commute. I don't use my phone until 10 a.m. in the morning. So these two are basically my base attack or my identity right now. So I advise that once you learn this one, level 1, once you pass this one, it should be something that should be your identity, something you should stick with, something that you always do. At least most of the time you always do that, so that it becomes part of you. Like I said, instead of just stacking them out, let's say level 3 now is you have to wait 10 to 20 minutes after the commit before you use your phone. Instead of stacking them and making them harder, you can just decide to do whichever one you want to do for that day. You can just play around with it and get used to it, and then maybe you can now actually go and play the way I played it in the first video, the way I went through it. So you can just stack them all together, but at least I feel like maybe you should actually try and do them individually so that they come easy to you when you actually want to stack them up. And then level 4 will be you can't use your phone outside your home. Like I said, instead of stacking them up like I said in the previous video, you can try first to just do them individually and see how it goes, so that you just get attuned to them and just be comfortable doing them. And then when you feel like you're ready, you can now start to stack them up and actually go through them. It will actually challenge you, and you should not run away from a challenge. Just see how you feel after completing all the levels by stacking all of them together. So that's basically what I just wanted to say in this video, that instead of stacking them together, you can just do them individually, so that you just get used to them, and you start small. When you want to start a game, you actually have to start at the easy mode. So this is kind of easy mode, where you just do them individually, you don't have to stack them. And then hard mode would be when you start stacking them. So give it a try, and let me know in the comment section. And until next time.